We are here. We are live. It is the Kent. No, not Kent. It's the Martin Fowler. It's the Martin Fowler Scrum. It is Black Friday in the US. Pat, did you want to lead the Scrum, or you're too full of turkey? You want to kind of sit back and relax?
Too much tryptophan, huh? Why don't you go ahead? I managed to drag myself out of bed, but I'm barely awake.
Yeah, you take it easy. Yeah, I will kick off. So what is going on? Yesterday we had our first premium mob session, which went reasonably well. We started into Avdi Grimm's confident coding. Yeah, I think we've got great feedback on that and ways to improve that going forward. I've got outstanding questions to answer for Lara and so on. I have not kind of caught up with my Slack this morning because this morning I've been off to a charity group who's actually using the local support Harrow Community Network website and seeing what they're doing. Yeah, I think that there's clear directions for local support and the Harrow Community Network in terms of this, that there are multiple volunteering sites in the UK, and the ability of the site to sort of reach out to, like you, as a one-stop place to, if you want to post a single volunteering opportunity, but then have it spread out to all the sites. Yeah, and we've got new deals being worked out with different organisations, such as Team London and Reach Skills, and new contracts with Do It. So there's definitely a lot of interesting and exciting work to be done there, but that's sort of taken up my morning as a sort of pseudo local support meeting. Other things going on, I've got a version of the async Slack bot hosted on Dree, and it's sort of pseudo working there. So having fun with that. There's a little bug that I've filed a report for, not really a block. I am now getting through automating a number of bits and pieces and feeling quite good about that. So pretty positive from me all round. I think Lara was first in. Let's go up to Lara next. How are things going with you?
All right. I mean, I'm all right. Sorry. So yesterday I did my first mob programming with you on Ruby, which was great. And I haven't had a chance to code after that or this morning. I've just been on client deliveries, but I am back coding probably in about an hour's time, which I'll then sort out the issues on my pull request on local time. And then go through the local support bug that you went through yesterday. And if I have any issues, then I'll Slack.
Great. Thanks, Lara. I'm not sure the others. Let's go along the line here. Matt, how are things going with you?
Yes, going very well. I have a pull request in website 1 for the user delete. I think that's pretty good. I was worried about the test, but I did take out the delete and the test failed, and they added it back, and it works. So it is testing something. I was worried that it wasn't actually testing anything.
That's seeing the test fail. That is the critical step. So well done.
Okay, so that's ready for review, and I marked it ready.
Great.
So actually, I'm wondering what to do next, because Francis did reply again that he's going to work on the Redeemify Cucumber this week. So he said he'll have a PR this weekend.
Okay.
So if anybody needs help or anything, I'm available.
Good to know. Yeah, and maybe we can do something on website 1. Or yes, that's I think with the Redeemify. Yes, it's great. If he's gonna do it this weekend, it's great. I think if it doesn't happen this weekend, then early next week we will need to step in and just make it happen.
Yeah, I think because he said a couple times, but that's understandable.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, thanks, Matt. Pat, how are things going with you?
Good, thank you. So I didn't have a lot of time yesterday, but what I did spend the time on, I adjusted some flaky cucumber tests that were causing Lara to fail, Lara's PR, as well as others' PRs to fail. So, Lara, you know how to pull that to your local PR, and hopefully that'll help. I did some PR reviews. Tong Wei had a fairly large PR that took a while. Erica, who's a MOOC student, I reviewed her PR and made comments. I see that we're on Dree now. We've moved over for production for our front end to Dree, so I need to look at that today, see how that's going. And I think that's about it for me. No blockers.
Great stuff. Thanks, Pat. Let's go on to Paul. Hey, Paul, how are you doing?
Hi, Sam. Is my audio okay?
It certainly is.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, I've taken on an issue from the Met Plus. It's to refactor the download resume feature from job application to job seeker. Now, I've run into trouble running my cucumber tests. So perhaps Patrick can help there. I mean, one of them I'm getting is failed to open TCP connection to 127.0.0.1. I don't know if you've come across that, Patrick.
Yeah, we've seen that before. That's another cucumber issue.
Yeah. And so,
Yes.
I guess maybe Pat, you can run a separate Met Plus one at the top of this Scrum and help Paul.
Okay.
Great. Anything else, Paul? Anything else blocking you?
No, that's it.
Great stuff. Okay, yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get that sorted out for you. Let's go on to Raphael. Hey, Raphael, how's it going?
Good, thanks. How are you going?
Yeah, not too bad. Good to all the better for seeing you. Yeah. What's shaking?
Just been a little bit distracted with some sleep problems, and also separate programming assignments I'm working on at the moment. Startup business going. So, but I didn't want to I wanted to kind of maintain a bit more consistency with my time with Agile Ventures. So I thought I'd come along today.
Really? Yeah. Anything blocking you at all?
Not at the moment. It's just I have to kind of, I've been off for a little bit, so I need to just
sort of catch up.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Great. Okay. Well, here we go. I think we've done our update there. I guess are there any other kind of things on fire or critical issues that we need to address? If not, I guess I'll just mention I was very excited yesterday. Also, we've got our first sponsorship. We've got an anonymous user has sponsored another, has sort of given us, a recurring donation to sponsor people to Premium, and planning to use that to sponsor one of Sigu's Kenyan bootcamp students. Who they're like, I mean, like the financial, what's the word, misstep between there is like there's no way they can afford Agile Ventures Premium. So, but I think that's great. We've got somebody from a more, in industrial country saying yes. I want to give back, and so I'm really excited about that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good. I think the more of that, the better. Yes, and so I guess that I would be interested in connecting possibly with Raphael. I can maybe give you a quick overview of where we're up to with the async voter thing, and Matt, maybe we can, particularly if you're looking for something to do, we can connect on website one. Shall we sort of stay hanging out in this hangout for a bit to do that?
Works for me.
And I see Pat was asking if Lara might be able to help with Paul's issue. Right. Lara, do you want to create a hangout for Paul, or do you need to nip off now, Lara?
No, I can help Paul. I'll create a session.
Great. Fantastic. Just let me know. Thank you for that. Yeah, Paul, and maybe you can grab Lara and or Patrick in that session.
Yeah, I'll join too. But Lara's the most recent person who wrestled with that problem, and so she's got good experience.
Excellent. Yes, a problem shared is a problem thirded or quartered, depending on the number of people in the hangout. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, great. Well, I'll leave the camera running there, and I'll carry on doing this. I'll do this. Just talk about the async voter. Raphael, we've kind of actually got the RESTful core in its simplest form is kind of done with async voter. I just merged the pull request that brings in the ability to view the votes. I haven't actually pushed it up onto DRE yet, but the core is there. So I think there's all sorts of bits and pieces of issues. I've got this sort of outstanding work in progress pull request for handling cause support, because the other thing that's sort of it's now development activity is sort of switched to the clients, and so we've got what is it? So I was pair programming with Adrian over the weekend, and he's got it's async voter UI. So he's got a React front end, which is we've now got on Agile Ventures, which is talking to that endpoint, and then I've also made this Slack bot, which is up here as well, which is I'm kind of running tests on, and you can sort of see, like in website one, you can see the sort of latest results of that test. I actually hosted the Slack bot on Dree, which seems to have sort of worked. And so you can kind of yeah, where is it? Can we see the vote? Anyway, this is like, you can see async voter here, and I'm currently sort of manually prodding it, and you can see it sort of reporting the result of the vote there, and so on. But we need to keep on. Since the async vote there, you can see this is the process of me testing it and getting it to work and so on. Some of the key things now going forward will be linking up this bot to the RESTful backend so that it has got, you know, some decent persistence, and we can sort of track the history of the votes and so on, and polishing and sorting out, making sure it's available, you know, in the different channels. At the moment, it only supports a single channel, but I think if we can get it sort of stably supporting vote in one channel and it being used and improving it there, we can gradually make it available in multiple channels for multiple projects.
Got you. What is CORS exactly?
So CORS is cross-origin resource sharing, and
Right.
that's the issue about by default JavaScript can only open AJAX requests back to the server from which it was downloaded.
Yes, for security reasons.
Right, and so in order for the React UI to, because it's not going out from the same server at the moment, to talk to the async voter code, in my session with Adrian over the weekend, I just hacked in some core support on this branch and pushed the branch to staging so that he can you know, hit this endpoint. But so we sort of need to look at. I mean, Aresh has been suggesting some middleware. There's a question of getting some tests in play. If you were looking for something to work on, this would be, you know, a great thing. But of course, there's lots of things in the video, not the video. What am I talking about? In the board moving forward. I think not least actually your suggestion of the Yada Cucumber framework, which sounds superior.
Yeah, I'm using it in the other projects I'm working on at the moment, and it's everything. It's just a much cleaner implementation of Cucumber. It's Cucumber-like more than actual actual Cucumber, but it's cleaner. The world files aren't global. So
lovely. Yeah, great. And so your other project is Node. Is that an open source project? The other one?
No, it's not an open source. It's closed.
No. Okay, but good luck with that. Yes. So, are you looking for something to sort of to do on here, or you're just sort of checking in?
I'm just checking in today. I'm fairly busy. I'm kind of thinking about the time and might be running out. But tomorrow I'll be around and wanting to work tomorrow. So I just wanted to kind of get myself back in the loop today.
Yeah.
So that you knew I wasn't dead.
Just lacking sleep.
Yeah, just lacking sleep and kind of distracted by other projects. So
absolutely. Yeah. No. Well, good luck with sorting that out, and also good luck with the other projects. We've all got to make a living, haven't we? So yeah, best of, you know. I think it's wonderful that, you know, it sounds like some of the experience on Agile Ventures was useful in terms of feeding, you know, your decision on tech stack and so on for you know, and tools for the other.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the way I want it to be going, and it gives me a good playground, and it gives me exposure to how other people think and attack problems. So, yeah,
wonderful, great stuff. Any other questions about async voter or anything else?
Not at the moment. I'll probably have more questions tomorrow.
Sure, good stuff.
Calls or something.
Yeah, and I think Adrian should be around tomorrow, and yes, we'll see how it goes. Great stuff. All right. Well, thanks, Raphael. Great to catch up with you. I guess we might switch over to looking at website 1 and Redeemify, unless there's anything else.
No, that's it. Thanks very much, and I'll see you later on.
All right, take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, so let's check him. So Matt, yes, indeed, website 1. Yes, so you noticed that issue with
oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, so now we've got, like, Sasha and I were looking at that. That was previously reported by the Met Plus folks, and oh god, that's annoying. Oh, it takes a while to load up.
An idea about it, but it was wrong.
Well, I think you might be right. We've got this. I think we've got these two. We ended up with two. I think we have actually. I think we had. Let's have a look. I thought. Go on.
About it, but
I think it might be because it was closed. I think that it may be that. Can I see if yeah, this one. So I think there's supposed to be now a more informative error message if the video is missing, which is supposed to be fixing. So this is the original. This is the ticket that was reported. I think that it may be that the fix hasn't gone to production yet, but it may be that the bug is actually more subtle, and we haven't fixed it properly. But so we'll put in here. There we go. I guess the question there would be, has that not got onto production, and how would I tell if it hasn't? So you can see this is the thing that you're experiencing, right?
Right. It's in my Redeemify, it's all blank.
Yeah, and so I think if you don't record the video, that's what happens. And of course, it's silly for it to show nothing. But so we changed the thing here so that basically it should return this video missing message with a thing: video unavailable, start broadcast not pressed, or Hangout YouTube failed. So that's
when did you put that in? Because maybe it's just my videos were recorded before this.
Maybe. Well, this was merged 8 days ago, and I guess we've got those. Like if I look at the commit there, it's going to be 99BA.
My messages
like that. I mean, but it may not necessarily be on master yet. So if we look at the, this is a good way to find out whether that's on master or not. Like we're obviously develop branch on it. It's obviously on the develop branch. We can look at master.
2 days ago, I did a video and it's coming up blank. So it's
well, it may be 1 not working or 2 not on master. I guess what I want to be able to do is see here. So it looks like it's at least it's on master, and that's supposed to mean that it's on production.
okay.
So that's kind of odd. I guess it's got a different merge commit thing there, but we can see that there. So it looks like it looks like it is on master, which we would then hope is, so we can go and check on Heroku to see if that is what's actually deployed on Heroku. So yeah, this master branch history with the 2FF there on the head looks like it should be working. And so if we go and have a look at, what is this, should be website 1, production, and we go and have a look at which, let's have a look. I want to look at the deploy history. No, I don't. Do I? Oh, activity. There we go. Actually, I should. So we've got deploy. We've got 2FF161D. Yeah. So that's.
Just got 30 minutes ago.
Well, that's. I mean, yeah. It's interesting about what happened. We can see here the sort of history of. So Raul's been doing it. Maybe I'll go here and look at the website 1 notify. It may be that that fix only just got deployed. Like very, very, very recently indeed. It's possible that Raul was building up a set of things. We could go and have a look there at, are you Matt Lindsay? There we go, like this. Let's have a look. So, oh, here we go. Oh, look, there we go. The fix has just gone out. Look how responsible we are. Sorry, responsible. That's not the right word. Sorry. Look how responsive. No sooner has Matt identified an issue.
Now, is it in the other screen also, just to be sure, if you go to the project?
Okay, yeah. Well, it's possible that it's broken there, but let's go and have a look.
Okay, yeah.
But so project and Redeemify.
Down towards the bottom. Oh yeah.
Let's have a look at Redeemify, and so videos there. Aha!
Oh, it works.
I think it was. This is like you encountered this issue, and I mean it's possible that you reporting the issue. And how long ago did you report the issue? About an hour ago. It's possible that Raul saw that and say, "Hey, we've got a fix for that," and he just, without saying anything, pushed out the thing in the background. So it's it looks like we're fixed there.
Oh, that's great.
All right. And I think just pushed out the fix. Right. Yeah. So definitely do try checking out, clicking start broadcast, and sometimes it does require like a sort of a connection with YouTube and this, that, and the other, and people do occasionally have problems. If you do encounter problems, please do take screenshots of them, because I've often been like,
I don't know actually if I was supposed to be recording those, especially if it was just me.
I think I do them even with, I mean, I find it, yeah, I think it's all, it's, you know, it's not that thousands of people are going to watch and pore over them. It's kind of, you know, that we've sort of got, at least the idea is, I mean, whether this like makes sense in the bigger picture, is the idea is that, you know, whenever we're working in pairs or even as soloing, I mean, I often do solo sessions sometimes, and I put the broadcast on and I kind of like narrate through what I'm doing, and I sort of talk through it. And it's interesting because one of the benefits of doing pairing is that your pair partner can kind of keep you on track, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And there's this concept, have you heard of rubber ducking?
No.
No, right. So there's some developers, when they haven't got a pair, they'll put a rubber duck on the, you know, their desk, and then when they get stuck on a problem, they explain to the rubber duck what the problem is, and the process of explaining it helps them solve the problem.
Okay.
So I kind of use YouTube sometimes as the kind of, you know, I imagine I've got an audience. I start the broadcast, and then I just sort of talk through the problem as if I'm explaining it to some people, and I find that it's a good way of kind of keeping me on task and not getting distracted by other things, because I kind of, and also, I mean, bug or feature, but Google Hangouts, once you start the broadcast, you can't pause it. So, you know, you kind of end up saying, right, well, I've got to get this, and I want to try and make an interesting. Anyway, I mean, you know, your mileage may vary. It's you know, but I certainly encourage everyone, if they're willing to do the broadcast, and it also means that those are then being streamed on YouTube, and it means that other people can kind of see those and kind of go, oh, Agile Ventures, oh, they're doing some interesting stuff. We hope. I mean, the reaction might be, oh god, I don't want to be involved with that. But you know, it's sort of, it's part of our PR to the rest of the world about what we're doing.
Yeah, I saw somebody wisecrack on one of yours. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm not sure. It would be, as Thomas suggested, I mean, it would, like there are groups, like there's these like live coding and Twitch TV, or I think Twitch TV is for games, and then like live coding is yeah. It would be great if we were sort of, rather than just streaming to the world generally, if, you know, the stuff was kind of organized, and you could kind of, I mean, what I'd love to see on the home, like, you know, if you came to Agile Ventures, I'd love to see a kind of like these sessions, you'd see like 4 like little YouTube plugins here, and you'd see, oh, here's the live sessions that are currently ongoing, and you'd just be able to kind of, would be awesome. I mean, you know, anyway, there we go. So, well, we've dealt with one issue there, I guess. Yeah, and you've got a pull request in, so let's have a little quick look at that. Feature to ensure, well, that was the pull request I did yesterday. Someone's commented on, you've got one here. Oh, this is the yeah, account for this. It needs to be, well, we'll just get that merged in. I guess I'll just see who is commenting on my thing there. We've got a +1 there from Marouen. Yeah, and that's probably, look, I've got that ready. We need Raoul to check that as well. Great that Marouen is checking it. Other pull requests. Yeah, so, well, Sasha, who was distracted by a tech test and then now has got a job, he was then, so he was working, that issue that you identified.
With him, if he's not going to complete it, I could.
Yeah, you could sort of check in there. I think this is now sort of a related issue about videos. So we had these 2 things. One of which is that the video, you know, if it hadn't been recorded, would not be displayed. And then there's another one here, which is like, if the video is not there, we shouldn't be tweeting it. So, you know, you could, yeah, certainly have a look through this. And that is from, I think, from a team point of view, you know, that's like super awesome, that rather than necessarily opening new things, like clearing the decks, as it were. Oh, have I talked to you about this? Is like, there's an extent to which we
created kind of.
Yeah, we kind of want to clear things out of the please, like basically, as it were, if you're sort of like arriving as a work day and you're saying like, I'm working today on website 1, the key thing to do is to first start with the please check column and kind of give comments or inputs or just +1s on anything in the please check column. And then given that that's done, move on to the in progress column and have a look and see what other people are doing, see if there's any updates that you can help with. You know, if there's, like here, we've identified one person who's maybe not going to work on that for a while, maybe jump in on that, and then knock off the ready ticket, so that we're always kind of clear. In this case, it's from the right hand side, but we're always clearing from the right, so that there's kind of more space to get that stuff done, so to speak. Anyway, God, I do go on, don't I?
And you'd want to like even out the levels because you want everybody busy.
Yes. Well, then we got other things like we want to make sure that ideally we shouldn't have people taking on more than one task in the in progress column. They should finish one before they move on to the next one, and so on and so on and so on. So you can certainly have a look at that one. You've done that one that you did. Let's. We're now. I can have a look at this. This is
before. So
this is the one. This now. Oh, okay. So this we've got the what's it called? Oh, brain. Go on, brain. We've got the gem is already in.
Right.
This one adds the ability for the user to like actually they get like an extra button they've got a link to deactivate account.
A button and then a pop dialog says, do
you want to do it or not?
A little more emphatically, are you sure? But I figured since it's undoable.
Yeah, and I think this is the thing. There's a guy called Raskin, who you may or may not have heard of, and he talks about the humane interface. And he says that these sort of dialogues for do or undo. I mean, I think actually in this case, if you're about to do something, like this, you probably do want to pop up there to just like make sure you think. But people often, they end up kind of, what's the word? They end up just sort of like just clicking yes anyway. So he's saying like the key thing, the absolute key thing is that any action that you do really should be undoable. But this is a great book on interface design if you're ever interested in checking that out.
Calendar, when you delete an event, it immediately has a little undo.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to go. Yeah, I guess it would be that so this is the thing now, partly with the Heroku costing thing. See, what I would like to, so we do actually we do have a deployment. So I could just go and see the deployment there, and if I log in, log in with this. No, I'll have to log in with the random one. But that's nice that actually works. It's probably costing us more money than I would hope. But okay, here. So now random guy, and we can go and look at his account. I guess we go to edit. Then where would we see the deactivate?
Go up to the right and show the account. I don't know why it's a different screen. Go to the drop down.
Sorry.
Drop down under by random guy, up in the upper right.
Oh, here.
Yeah, go here, my account, and it shows up there.
In this page?
Oh, in that page. Where is it? It's not there.
I mean, it may just be that it's failed to deploy correctly, but
right.
Where would we expect it to be?
Under set status.
Under set status, so there should be a
delete account.
Right, or deactivate account. Okay. Yeah, that may just be that. Let's do. Oh, it looks like Michael Jerger's doing something on DDA palette there. If you're interested,
I was just kind of join him on that, but
yeah, well, go ahead. I mean, I kind of need to kind of like step away and go back through, catch up with all my email and Slacks and things with everybody. So, yeah, are you? I mean, it sounds like you're kind of available for pairing from this time, which is like 7 a.m. your time, through till what's your daily availability? Is it like?
The mornings are best to pair.
Yeah, but from like 7 a.m. to what time?
Like looking for jobs and things in the afternoon.
Sure. So like actually, is it like have you got like 3 or 4 or 5 hours each morning or?
Yes, usually, yeah.
Okay, yeah. As I mentioned, there's that guy Corey, and you and I could do some more pairing on website one, and we should get you pairing with Michael as well. We'll, now that I have that in my head, I'll make sure we can try and make some more pairing opportunities for you. Great stuff. All right. Yeah, I think we're caught up. I'll investigate why this is whatever. You go and join Michael Jerger, and I'll catch up with you a bit later today.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Thanks, Matt. Bye for now.